Hey, good morning, everybody. What's going on? It's your girl, Talandia Hammond, a.k.a. Sue Ham, baby. And that's right, it's Wednesday. So that means it's another session of business and motivation to help you get on your week. You know, we do this call every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time as a way to help people finish out their week really, really, really strong. We also do it because we want to highlight other people that are doing really great things in and around the world. And so as a means to show them that we appreciate what they are doing, we actually invite them on as guests on Wednesdays at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, guys, you already know that I am your host, and I'm typically here every Wednesday. I'm excited to be here. I am author, coach, motivational speaker, course creator, created my own school, and I am excited to just be alive. I am living proof that you can bounce back from the ashes of depression, the ashes of suicidal thoughts, the ashes of bankruptcy and foreclosure. So, you know, because I'm living proof, why not do a call to inspire people? So, guys, before we get started and introduce our guest today, right, I want to do like 1 to 2 minutes housekeeping, just bring you guys up to speed on what's going on in and around internet world with Sue Ham. All right, so if you are in and around Lake City, South Carolina on April 25th, I'm inviting all of you guys to come out and participate in my social media dominance course. All right. That is a course that is going to teach you how to navigate Facebook and how to turn it basically into your ATM machine, whether you have a brick-and-mortar business or whether your business is just online serving people. You definitely need to be at this class. Registration takes place online only, and you can register at Social Media Dominance, DOMINANCE.net. Social Media Dominance. .net, and that's happening April 25th in Lake City, a live seminar. So I would love to meet you guys in person. Secondly, I want to let you guys know that the Business Explosion Mastermind is headed to Mexico October 1st through October 5th. And if you have been following me, right, you already know that we have been doing some great things. We went to Florida in February, stayed in a 7,500 square foot mansion, really taught the ladies some explosive things. They came back and their businesses are exploding. So whether you're male or female, I'm inviting you to join myself and Terry Clay, my business partner, in Mexico to stay with us in a 17,000 square foot Villa. I wanted to say mansion, so I merged the words together, mansion, villa. So you're welcome to come and stay with us to get more information on how you can join us in Mexico, right, where you can learn how to get your books out to market, to create sales funnels, to learn the psychology of sales, to learn how to create your own products, to learn how to create membership sites, and so much more. It's a lot of stuff, right? If you want to find out more information about that, simply go to businessexplosion.net, businessexplosion.net, to find out all the great stuff that we're teaching in Mexico and to find out all the great amenities that we are going to be afforded during our stay in Mexico. So make sure you join us. All right, so let's get on with today's call. I am so elated, man, so excited, so enthused, so happy to have my guest with me today, Sheyel Rorie. We came to meet, I want to say close to about a year and a half ago. Sheyel hired me as her coach. She said, Sue, I want to, do different things. I want to get my book out. I want to learn about this internet marketing. I want to learn about blogging. And I just really, really, really want to go to a new level. And so she said, I don't know why, but God is leading me towards you, and so I'm going to hire you as my coach. And I was like, yay! And it was a really special, really special moment because I really became very close with Sheyel. She's such a great woman, great ideas. And one of her biggest things was she wanted to write her book. And I'm so excited because not only has she written her book, right, Trial by Fire, but she also has a second book that's about to be released. So talk about changing the game and exploding your business. So ladies and gentlemen who are on the call and who may be listening to the recorded call, I want to welcome and introduce my friend, author and coach, Sheyel Rorie. Hey, Sheyel, girl, what's going on with you?
Good morning. I am
and
good.
Guys,
I am good.
her name is Sheyel, right? But we call her Shy for short, and it's because she's a little shy. But guess what? She is breaking out. I'm coming out. I want to. Shy, why don't you tell the good people who are listening in a little bit about yourself? Give them a brief history of who you are, where you came from, where you at, and where you plan on going.
Okay, I am a chosen vessel called Sheyel Rorie, and that's basically what the book is about, is being a chosen vessel. I am from Philadelphia, and I am 53 years old, and I am just realizing some of the dreams that I've always had, and I'm just real excited. And, you know, my life has changed since I connected with Sue, and now my life is changing even that much more since I've written the book.
Wow. Now, you said something that really, really tied in for me, because those of you that follow me, you know that I'm really, really big on following your dreams. Matter of fact, I wrote a book about it. You know, don't quit, follow your dreams. And I always encourage people, regardless of your age, your circumstances, your environment, regardless of what you've been through, right, I believe that you should still follow your dreams, make no excuses. And Shy, you said that you're 53 years young, and I love that. And you are actually living some of your dreams right now. Is that correct?
Yes, I am. And the biggest. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Shy. Go ahead.
No, I was saying that the biggest thing that I've done is to finish and publish this book, and I realized when I was publishing it that this was the right time. It took me a long time because the vision was given to me in 2002, and I didn't understand why it took so long, but as I finished it, I knew that I had to live it first before I could share it.
You had to live it first before you could share it. So without divulging too much information about what's in the book, because you know you just sparked curiosity, tell us a little bit about what you had to live. Because you know, I always try to encourage people, as an author myself and also as an author's coach, I try to inspire people to share their story, because it not only helps them, but it helps the masses who are listening. So tell us about some of the stuff that you had to go through, some of the trials that you had to live.
Well, you know, I got married young, and I got divorced.
What's young? What's young? What's called young?
I got married at 21, and I have 3 grown children and 2 grandchildren. But I had to endure that because when, you know, he left, I had to take care of the children on my own. And then, you know, I started my own business because I was losing my home. And so I endured that for a while, and then I lost the business. And when I lost my business, I lost everything that I owned. I lost my home. I had, you know, several houses. I lost those. And, and so then I remarried and started all over again, and then ultimately my husband died. You know, he endured cancer and, you know, all of those things. So I've been through a lot in my life, and so I realized that before I could tell the story about being made on the potter's wheel, I had to go through that process myself.
Okay. So that's what really led you to share your story? What was the driving factor? Because, you know, a lot of times authors, writers are embarrassed about sharing their story. They feel like, oh, it's too much. And if I may, when I was writing my story, Don't Quit, Follow Your Dreams, and I gave it to my mother and my brothers and sisters and my children to read, and they were like, oh, my God, you didn't hold back, did you? You just told it all. And I was just like, well, I felt like that would have been a lie had I held back. I felt like I didn't share enough. But, you know, I don't know what it was, but there was a driving force that was compelling me to share my story. And I'm glad it did, because it really opened the doors for me to do so many other different things. And so going back to my question to you, what was it that was driving you to share your story? Because as I understand it, you also lived in an abandoned building. And a lot of people, you know, don't want to put that, a lot of people call it mess. A lot of people don't want to put their mess on the streets. So what drove you to share that?
Well, I realized that I was depressed for a long time, and after my husband died, my second husband died. We were together 20 years, and when he died, I was broken. I was so broken, and I was so depressed. And I looked around, and I saw how other people manage when they lose a loved one, and how depressed they are, and how they can't come up out of it. But I was determined that I was going to come up out of it. And when I came up out of it is when I met you, and I started blogging. I just had this need to write, because I've always written. And I wanted to be able to help somebody else to come through it like I did. And so I've used that as a platform to change. I've always wanted to help people to change. So I needed to change myself and then teach other people how I was able to overcome that, and then some other things that they're experiencing in their life. And out came the vision of Events for You Too, changing lives by changing the events. And I just need to help people to change the events in their lives. And losing a loved one is an event. Bankruptcy is an event. So we experience all of these things. And so I have this need and this desire to be able to help others to be able to change. I want to be an effective change agent. That's what
I love that, an effective change agent. So that became your why as to why to share your story. Now, with sharing your story, let me ask you this. Have you suffered any backlashes, anything negative since sharing your story?
No, I have not. So far, thank God I have not.
All right, so one of the things that we want to discuss on this call is why sharing your story is a great thing, because so many people are ashamed of their stories, right? But I wanted to do this call with you today to really get the point across that sharing your story is a great thing. And I know some great things have been happening for you since you published your book. Can you just tell the listening audience, give them some great tips as to why you feel sharing your story is a great thing, and then share with the audience what has been happening with you, the great things that have been taking place with you since you've written your book.
I work for the Department of Behavioral Health, and one of the things that they do here is storytelling. And that is so compelling, because when somebody else, if you're able to tell your story to somebody else, you can help someone else that's going through the same thing. So I just believe that if you're able to tell your story, if you're brave enough to tell your story, then you don't know who you're helping. You may help somebody who might be on the verge of suicide, and just sharing your story can help save their life. So it's so important to be able to, put those thoughts into words and be able to impact the world. And since I've written this book, I'm so excited, because I've never experienced anything like this in my life. And, people are calling me and they want to talk to me about, my book. They want to, interview me about the book. And like everything that you and Terry said is actually happening. And it's blowing my mind. I'm telling you that I never thought that anybody would be interested in little old me. I'm telling you. So I'm really excited about it. And, I have some other stuff that is coming up, other interviews, and I'm finishing up my ebook now, and that's 5 Steps to Overcoming Brokenness. And, and then I have my other book is 21 Days in the Fire, the 21-day daily motivation. So I'm just real excited about what's happening in my life right now.
So you've just become a writing beast. You put out one book and you just can't stop, won't stop, huh?
Well, it's always been in me. It's always been in me.
Well, one of the things I want to say that Shey didn't tell you guys, but I feel like I can say it because she's put it out on social media, and when you put it on social media, the world knows, is that upon writing her book, she has been granted an interview on the Word Network. And, that is really major. And one of the things that I teach my new writers is that, listen, guys, media is always looking for something, whether it's a good story or a bad story. They're always looking for a story. And when you write a book, you give them something to offer their audience. So you're doing them a favor. So once you put that book out and you let them know that it's out and you've got a great message, they're going to want to put you on TV. They're going to want to put you on calls like this. They're going to want to put you on radio. They're going to want to book you for speaking events. They're going to want to book you for seminars. But you first have to have a tangible product, i.e. your book, to open up the gateway to those dreams. Would you agree, Shey?
Yes, absolutely.
When I wrote my book in 2012, Don't Quit Follow Your Dreams, I had no idea that writing my book and sharing my story was really going to open up the door to take me to a new level. And, guys, for those of you that are not familiar with my story, when I wrote my book, right, first of all, I never knew that I would author a book. I'm a playwright. I love to write, but I write plays and I write short stories just for myself. But I never thought that I would share my life story of going through the things that I went through. And when I did that, when I put that book out to the world and people started to read that book, not only did I sell books, but what was more important to me was that I changed lives. When people started texting me and inboxing me and emailing me and saying, listen, I was really, really suicidal until I read your book, or I was really on the brink of giving up. But after I read what you went through and how you persevered and how God raised you up out of the ashes, I decided to give it one more try. Mm-hmm. Guys, when I wrote that book in 2012, I had no idea that that's the kind of feedback I would get. Now, from that feedback, and this is what Shey is experiencing right now, but from that feedback in 2012, people started reaching out to me via social media, emails. They started calling me, and they're like, Sue, we would like for you to come speak at this event, this organization, this seminar, this conference. And I'm like, whoa, are you serious? Yeah, we just want you to get up and share your story, share tips from your book. So I didn't have to come up with anything new. The material had already been written. Just share tips from your book on how people should never give up. They should live their dreams. And I'm like, are you serious? Yeah, we're going to pay you $1,000, and we're going to pay for your transportation, and we're going to put you up in a nice condo. And I'm like, okay. And then from there, I started getting on television shows. I started getting on TV, being booked for TV interviews and radio interviews. And so I'm just excited. And from there, I had, so many people come to me and ask, how do you write your books, Sue? And as a result, that's why I put together How to Become a Published Author today. And Shey was one of my first students to ever take the course. And that's why I'm so excited and had to have her on this show, because she actually has lived her dreams to publish her book, and now she's experiencing all of the many benefits of sharing your story, which is saving lives, which is, her writing being therapeutic for her, which is selling books, because Shey is, I got to tell Shey's story because she's being so humble. She's selling books like crazy, getting TV interviews and radio interviews. Now, Shey, with all of this success that you are having right now, I want to ask you, what does success mean to you?
Well, ultimately, success means to me that the biggest thing for me right now is to generate enough income where I can leave my job and be able to do, all the things that I want to do and help as many people as I can. That's the biggest part for me right now. Just being free to be able to do what I want to do and what I need to do.
Mhm. Mhm. And one of the things that I want to say while we have you on here, and you can correct me if it's wrong, but a lot of people think that writing their book is the end all be all. They think that if I write, that's it. I'm dealing with another coaching client, and she's a pastor of church, and she said, I thought that once I published my book, people would just buy it. That would be it. And I was like, no, ma'am. You've got to put yourself out there by way of social media, by way of emails, by way of TV, by way of radio, word of mouth, conducting your own events, setting up book signings and seminars. And but with you wanting that freedom, Would I be correct in saying that you know that writing your book was the first step? It's what opens up the gateway, but it opens it up for so many other different streams of revenue for you to have that freedom. Would I be correct in assuming that?
Yes, you'll be correct, but I just want to say that before I took the course, I didn't know that. I thought that all I had to do was to, I had the same thought. All I had to do was just, write the book. I had no idea that all these other things were involved, in getting the book out there. So I've been studying and, finding so many different ways to get the book out there. Thinking that you just put it on Amazon and then all the world is just going to come and buy the book. So I'm so grateful that I took that course to learn what I needed to learn to make the book successful.
Awesome. Well, guys, if you're just joining us, I'm speaking with author and coach Sheyel Rorie. She's also a social media trainer. She just published her first book, Trial by Fire, which is a really, really great story. And it's not just a story. I mean, it's her life confession, what she's endured, raising two kids, single parent, living in abandoned buildings, having no income, then getting married for a second time, dealing with a husband who had cancer and who had dealt with addiction. And right now at the age of 53, she is here publishing not only one book, but also has two other books that are coming to the storefront. And just a living legend and a living testimony that says you're never too old, it's never too late to live your dreams as long as you have life and health. And we're excited to have Shey here. Shey is living proof that sharing your story is therapeutic not only for you, but also for your audience, and it helps to bless you to live that life of freedom, which Shey is, on the brink of doing because she has been blessed to be able to sell books, to be able to get radio and TV interviews, and she's launching on her own product, and she's just doing phenomenal things. She's available as a coach and a speaker, and I am just happy that you are living the dream. Now, Shey, for people that are just chiming in, right, tell them the name of the book and also tell the listeners where they can find the book.
Okay, it's called The Trial by Fire, The Making of a Vessel, and it can be found at fastpencil.com. It can be found in the ebook version on Amazon.com, and you can go to my fan page, Facebook.com, Trial by Fire, The Making of a Vessel, the name of the book, and you can purchase it right from my fan page.
Oh, that's what's up. So everybody that's on Facebook, right, go straight to Trial by Fire fan page and grab the book. It's going to be one of the best investments that you have made in your life. And if you're on this call and you're an aspiring writer, or maybe you've already published books and you were in the position of Shey and so many other people, and even me at one point, thinking that, okay, as long as I write and publish this book, people are going to buy it. And if you find yourself in that position and people are not buying your book, or you're not getting the media attention that you desire, or you're not getting the speaking events that you desire, then I invite you to take my free training. And you can find that free training via the website at writeabookwebinar.com. Writeabookwebinar.com. And if you don't catch that, then just catch me on Facebook at Sue Ham, and we'll have the information there, as well as the recording of this call will be posted to all of our social media outlets. So you can find us on Facebook at Sue Ham. You can find Sheyel's book at Trial by Fire on Facebook as well. Shey.
Yes.
Now, I want to say something. For the listening audience who may be struggling, right? They want to write their book. They want to share their story, but they're still afraid. I want you to give them some encouraging words to help them pick up that pen, write their story, publish their story, market their story, sell their story. What would you say to that person who's listening right now?
Well, first of all, I just need for that person to know that you have been chosen. Just because you're on this call means that there's something inside of you that know that you need to get your story out. You've been chosen to do that, and somebody's life depends on your story. Always remember that somebody's life depends on your story. So, and I encourage you to every day, just for maybe half an hour every day, pick the pen up and write something. Don't let a day go by without putting something down on some paper. But just remember, somebody's life depends on you.
Now, I want to take you back real quick. Guys, I'm going to open up the call for questions. If you may have questions about, how you should go about writing your book, publishing your book, marketing your book, or how you can find Sheyel's book, or any questions for Shey or myself, I'm going to open up the call. But before I do that, I really, really got to ask you this, Shey, because I just had this vivid picture of you in Florida at the Business Explosion Mastermind when you pushed that button and you became a published author. And I just remember the look on your face. But for people who were not there with us, can you just describe what you felt to know that, oh, my God, at the age of 53, I finally did it. I published my book. What were you feeling at that moment?
I was so excited. It was a lot of mixed emotions. I was excited. I was scared. I was walking back and forth, you know what I mean? And it was like the biggest button in the world, that was sitting in front of me. But when I finally pushed that button, then I felt so free. I really did. I was excited, but I felt free. Like I did something that was very important. To me, it was very important. So I was really excited.
And I tell you, I was so excited with her, ladies and gentlemen. I was sitting right there. I had goosebumps the whole way because I just remember starting the process with her when she hired me as her coach. And so to be able to finish it, to see it through was just amazing. And then to see all of the people that want to talk to her and buy her book and put her on their shows, it's just like I'm like a proud mama, and I'm sitting back and I'm just like, wow, she did it. She did it.
So it didn't become real to me. Even all of that excitement and everything, it didn't become real until I got the book in the mail in my hand to actually see a book, a real book with my name on it. That's when it became real.
Wow. That's amazing. That's amazing. Wait, and I'm sure you're already getting testimonies, but wait until you get so many other testimonies that say, man, Shey, your book has changed my life. Guys, that's priceless. I'm trying to tell you, that is priceless in and of itself. So if you are sitting there and you are sitting on the fence, not sure if you should write and publish your book, I'm here to tell you, Shey's here to tell you, get it done. Get it done. So at this time, we're going to open up the call for anybody that may have questions or comments. We're going to ask you to keep them brief. All you have to do is hit *6, and you can make a comment or you can ask a question. *6. All right, we got a couple people in here. Okay, caller, your last 4 on the call is 2756. State your name, where you calling from.
Good morning, ladies. This is Sierra Shines with Shines Enterprise, and I'm calling from Georgia. Hey. Well, I wanted to say, I enjoy listening to you both. Sheyel, congratulations on your success. I know that has to be unspoken, profound feeling for you. So congratulations to you. I definitely was inspired by what you said. You don't know who you're helping, and, that is very, you have to be very brave to step out and tell your story because you don't know who you're helping. That really resonated with me because somebody else has to live their life and put it on the forefront for me that, you can be anything that you want to be, and that really did resonate with me. But I have a question for you. In the process of writing your book, did you discover or was anything revealed about yourself that you didn't know about yourself before? Did you discover anything new about yourself that you may have not noticed before?
Well, I've with the book, it's a changing process. So I've been a work in process. But I'm telling you, when I finished the book, because I had to go back and do some editing, and when I did that, there was something that happened to me, and that was forgiveness. I forgave my first husband for the pain that I suffered with him, and it showed me, who I was, and I forgave him. So that was a moment for me. Hello?
Wow, Sierra Hines, thank you for that. That was a really, really, really great question, man. And you know what, Shy, I'm glad she asked that question, because when she asked that, I thought about when I wrote my book. And actually, as I was writing my book, I even put it in there. I became immersed in tears because I always wanted to be an actor and be in movies and travel the world and just be on stages. And when I was writing my book, I became immersed in tears because I felt like the reason why I hadn't gone further is because I allowed what others thought of me to put me into a box. And writing my book, man, I just felt free. I finally was like, oh, my God, that's what it was. I was too worried, because I come from a small place, and many people, when you come from a small place, they're like, you want to be an actor? Are you crazy? But, hey, great question. Okay, next caller, last four, 6933. State your name and where you're calling from.
Great morning, everyone. This is Stevie Aisha Mills calling from the great state of North Carolina, Greensboro specifically. And I'm not going to be long. There's a lot going on. I'm actually at a relative's home, so I apologize for that phone ringing. But I just wanted to congratulate Sheyel and just truly let her know that this is the beginning of something dynamic. There are coaching services and so much more that you're going to be able to offer because you speak in truth. And it is such a dynamic vision and opportunity to be able to see you and your growth and to watch you travel this road and just really tap into who you have been custom designed to be. So that is what I came here to say, and I'll turn the call back over to you guys.
Oh, thank you, Stevie.
Thank you so much, Stevie. We appreciate that. All right, next person, last four, 4711. You are live. State your name and where you're calling from.
Hi, this is Tanika Sherrod calling from Raleigh, North Carolina. Hi, Sue. Hi, Sheyel. How are you?
Great.
Well, first of all, I just want to say something about Sheyel's book, because I actually read her book when she first released it, and it was amazing. And I had told Sheyel, but I wanted to share this also with the callers and everything. Reading your book, Sheyel, it really was like on time. Like, things began to happen in my life. Of course, I'm building on my dreams also. And things began to happen in my life, and I'm like, God, why? Why am I have to go through all of this? We always ask God why. Things begin to really happen. It's just crazy. I'm not going to go into detail, but, it's things that started happening in my life, it could have discouraged me, and just made me give up if I was to tell. But your book was right on time, Trial by Fire. Oh, my God. And I remember you telling me, Sheyel, you messaged me. You said that's exactly what I'm going through right now. I'm still going through it, but I'm getting through it. You was like, that is a trial by fire, and so your book was right on time. It actually motivated me and encouraged me to keep pushing, and I'm still going. So I just want to say thank you, and I'm one of the testimonies that you were waiting for.
Thank you, Tanika. God bless you.
Oh, man. Oh, man, that's what's up. So, guys, listen, I'm encouraging you guys right now today, listening to this call, to go out and pick up the book, Trial by Fire, because we all go through trials, right? And what does the fire do? It refines us. It makes us better. So pick up that book. Be encouraged. And you can get it on Fast Pencil or Amazon, or go over to Facebook and type in Trial by Fire, the fan page, and you can pick up the book. And if you're looking for more writing tips on how to publish your book and how to increase revenue stream by publishing a book, then I encourage you to take my free training at writeabookwebinar.com. writebookwebinar.com. And you can also find that information on my Facebook page at Sue Ham. And for those of you that says, I've already written a book, or I don't want any more tips, I just want you to coach me, Sue, and help me to get through, help me to get more revenue stream, help me to get on TV, help me to get radio, sell my book, market my book, copyright my book, set up book signings, then you're in luck, because I have a really great special that's going on right now where you can grab my course for half off. And you can head over to the website, becomeapublishedauthortoday.com. And that's published with an ED, becomeapublishedauthortoday.com. Sheyel, before we let the good people go, tell them where they can find you and give them any last parting words that you would so desire to give.
Okay, again, I can be found on Facebook.com, Sheyel Rorie, and my fan page is Trial by Fire, The Making of a Vessel. And the last thing that I wanted to say is that no matter what you're going through, know without a shadow of doubt that you are not broken alone.
Love that, love that. And for guys, if you're wondering how to spell Sheyel, that's Sheyel, Sheyel, last name Rorie, Rorie, Rorie. Trial by Fire, find it on Facebook, Amazon, Fast Pencil. Connect with Sheyel. She is moving, bustling, hustling, exploding her business in the right direction. If you need coaching as far as getting your book out there, definitely look me up on Facebook, Sue Ham. And we're hoping that you'll join us in Mexico for the next Business Explosion Mastermind. Find out more about that at businessexplosion.net. Guys, I want to thank you. We didn't drop anybody on this call. You've been with us from the beginning to the end. We appreciate that. We're going to put the recorded call on our social media pages, and we're going to ask you to share it, because people need to know that sharing their story is going to be a blessing not only to themselves but to the people who read, hear their story as well. Until next time, check us out Wednesday, again, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Invite 20 more people to come on to this call. But check us out next Wednesday at 9 a.m. And until next time, guys, my name is Solandia Hammond, a.k.a. Sue Ham Baby, and I'm encouraging you to live, love, learn, and laugh. Don't quit. Follow your dreams to success. I'll see you around the internet. Peace.